Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Janet Wright, and this is an energy healing recap video where I tell you what I did in today's group energy healing and explain the techniques to you so you can use them as you watch this video and also in your daily life if you like them. So this is the third video of today's recaps, the final video, and I will be discussing with you steps 5, 6, and 7 of the healing, which, you know, is like the second half of the healing. Step 5, 6, and 7. It took the final 14 minutes of the 27-minute healing. And this is the part of the healing that gives this today its whole theme, which is to clear heart burnout and to release heart burdens. And as I explained a teeny bit in the first video, the intro concepts video, the angels had me think about moms as I planned today's healing, even though, like I said, a third of the participants, just under a third of the participants, are men and or boys, depending on their age. I think even, let me see, no, the youngest participant is a girl. But there are a lot of boys in this healing, but a lot of men as well. But anyway, we all need help with our hearts. It's just that motherhood is a lot of giving, but also fatherhood is a lot of giving. So anyway, that's what people needed. They just needed help. And so the techniques that we used, step 5, it was kind of like, if you know my techniques already, it's okay if you don't, I will walk you through stuff. But if you know my techniques already, step 5 for releasing heart burdens is maybe a little bit, it might make you think of like stacking and clearing energy blocks technique. Because to release heart burdens, you just imagine, and I had people release 1 to 3 heart burdens, because that way people, because at first I was going to say, well, just do 1. But then there were some pretty motivated people. So they're like, just 1? So I said, okay, 1 to 3, you know, so you can do more later, you know? So, cause, you know, people are, you know, driving and doing all sorts of things when they get these healings, like when their spirit is getting the healing. So I do want to make it smooth and gentle for everybody. But anyway, so a heart burden is, it can be many things, you know, like it could be a piece of grief. It could be somebody else's grief that got dumped on you. It could be a stress from a parent of yours from a past life. You know, I mean, it could be present life. It could be past life. It could be a heart burden, could be somebody's energy of like jealousy or guilt that they just dumped on you. It's just anything that's burdening your heart chakra basically is a heart burden. You know, it's just sort of a term I'm making up. I love making up terms. Even in my personal life, I make up all sorts of funny terms. But anyway, these are useful terms, useful, funny terms. But anyway, so to clear a heart burden, you just, you know, imagine it out in front of you. And I will say though, that some people for the first, because we did it actually twice, once, you know, for step 5 and then once right before the end of the healing. Some people were like, let's do it again. And all the angels agreed. So I'm like, okay. So we repeated this step actually, but releasing heart burdens, some people, the first time we did it, wanted those burdens to be away from them. Like, as if with the blanket technique, if you wanted to do that video, it's a really nice video. I say that about all my videos. But anyway, it's in the quick techniques playlist. It's called blanket technique, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, you make a blanket. So the first time, that's what we did. So you imagine so go ahead, do it. Imagine like a blanket of universal gold healing energy out in front of you, spread out like a picnic blanket, right? And it could be close to the front of your aura or, you know, 10 feet away from you. You know, it doesn't matter. But some people that don't like feeling, you know, they make theirs far away and they feel better about that, which is fine. You know, whatever you feel good about. So you have your blanket spread out, and then you just put your heart burden on the blanket that is healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. And if you're feeling very, very motivated, as long as you think, okay, healthy and gentle, you could put 3 burdens there. And I like to imagine them like bricks, but you can imagine them like piles or boxes. It can kind of surprise you what it looks like, And so you just imagine out in front of you on the blanket, 1, 2, or 3 heart burdens, however many you're feeling like. And for me, I'm just doing 1, and it's like a big black box from a past life, but that's just my intuition. You don't have to see anything. You could be like, okay, I just did it. I put my heart burdens on the blanket. What's next, Janet? And so you don't have to see them. Okay, so don't freak out if you can't see anything. That's cool, totally fine. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3 of your heart burdens that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now are on your gold blanket, and then you just melt them. So just imagine gold light from maybe your hands, and you just send the gold light, from your hands and your fingertips to the gold blanket to melt them down. Or you have like a gold garden hose or a gold flamethrower, to send lots of gold energy to like melt it down. Or big gold suns you make, extra big gold suns around the burdens to just like melt it down. And if you really feel like, mine aren't melting, just ask your angels to clear it away for you. But in my experience, if you have a little bit of experience, your angels do like you making the effort, so go ahead and try. Just, gold light and just melt your box, or your 3 boxes, or your 3 bricks, or your 3 piles. And just, be present, breathe deeply, just relax, let the gold light do the work. Just for your own, fun, my box is, let's see, it's a heart burden. Huh. Oh, wow. I had this past life where I was a guy, and I had this sister, and she really hated me. She was a pretty negative person. She really hated me, and I was dating this woman, and we weren't married yet, but we were, going steady, I guess you would call it. And she told her all these lies about my character. And so the young woman broke up with me, and that was it. Like, she never dated me again, even though they were all lies. And so that heart burden was in part energy from that sister that I had back then. Just that, negative, kind of energy of hers. And then it's all my resistance and my feeling betrayed, and how stuck I got about it and resentful I got of her. So it's, part of it's my energy, but part of it is from that person. And so anyway, as I'm melting it, then she gets her energy back, wherever she is. God bless her. And I get my energy back, which is good, because then it'll really help me now. A lot of people I noticed were getting sick. I mean, not because of the healings, but probably more because of the time of year. A lot of the participants are in the US, and so they're going through winter right now. And, well, Canada's going through winter right now too, but whatever. So if you help your heart chakra, it helps your joyfulness, your motivation. It can also help your immune system, so there we go. So mine is gone. So hopefully your heart burdens are melted now. If you at all doubt that they're not fully melted, just ask your angels. Angels, please, can you finish cleaning that up for me? Clearing that for me. And they totally will. Just say in your mind, angels, please finish cleaning that up for me. Okay, so that was step 5, releasing heart burdens. Pretty easy, right? And, it's great because it can be, you don't have to think about it. Is it from a present life or a past life? it just works. You just, lump it out there. And when we repeated it towards the end, we did it more like stacking and clearing energy blocks. We kept it close so you could kind of comb through it with your hands as you're doing it, rather than it's kind of far out in front of you. And so you just aim the gold light at it to melt it. So everyone by the second round was cool with, doing it in that way where the heartburn is like right here, and then you're just clearing, and then it melts away. But so you can see which you prefer. Do you prefer putting on a blanket out in front of you? Do you prefer putting on a blanket way out in front of you? Do you prefer, like stacking and clearing and just imagining, a brick right here in your aura so you can feel it and melt cords from it and bring up earth energy? I don't think we really brought up earth energy. We just melted it with gold light. But anyway, so that's a very simple technique, releasing heart burdens. So then that was step 5. Which we also did right before the end too. But step 6 is clearing heart burnout and also clearing judgment. So we did do a little clearing judgment. It just wasn't a lot, but you can use the technique. You can use this video for either, or really add your own topic if you want. So we used the deep thought healing technique, which, I have a video called Discussing Deep Thought, which would give you all you ever need to know about this technique. But basically you imagine out in front of you 3 rectangular 3D areas. So 8th chakra, conscious mind, and subconscious mind. So this is your 8th chakra, that nice wise gold sun that shines down on you. That's your part of your higher self. It's part of you, shines down wisdom. You're going to imagine it out in front of you, like represented by this rectangular 3D space that's gold, and then a rectangular 3D space touching it for your conscious mind, and then one touching it beneath it for your subconscious mind. So 8th chakra, conscious mind, subconscious mind. And so first you just, comb through it with lots of gold light, and then you could bring up blue earth energy and just soak the lower 2, and that is its own video called Blue Soak, blah, 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 blah. But that's in the Quick Techniques playlist, Blue Soak. It's just really nice when you bring up blue earth energy and you just soak these lower 2 sections, the conscious mind section and the subconscious mind section. And blue because this is your mind, and so throat chakra is sort of the chakra that most corresponds with that, and like a light blue, like this color is a nice, or even this color, is a nice, that color is a nice, some kind of light blue is a great color for your conscious mind, subconscious mind, as well as your throat chakra. So you can just bring it up, and so you're not soaking your energy field, you're soaking out in front of you this conscious mind, subconscious mind, the deep thought areas, these lower 2 deep thought areas, conscious mind and subconscious mind. And so what you do is you imagine any energy blocks that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now that represent your heart burnout or your judgment. That cause you to be in judgment or cause you to have heart burnout. So go ahead and just imagine those 3 areas out in front of you. And so what just imagine some energy blocks in any of those sections. So it could be in this blending surface right here, this blending surface, or this section or this section, right? So for me, if I look at something that represents heart burnout that I need to clear or judgment that I need to clear, it's like this conscious mind section for me. I see something here, but you might see something in the subconscious mind section. It doesn't matter where you see it, just clear it. But in my example that I'm giving right now that I'm doing, I see it's like white rocks right here in the conscious mind section. So I'm going to bring up my blue earth energy and soak those white rocks. And that's just energy blocks, but they look like white rocks. And they happen to be little chunks of energy blocks from past lives, but you don't need to know that. In my case, they're from past lives, but they could be from present life. And you just keep running the gold light through them until they melt away. And you just relax. Whew, keep breathing. Just stay present and mind cleared. So At first, I think I said judgment or heart burnout, but then I just kept focusing on the heart burnout because that was really what people needed the most in this healing. So again, think about your heart burnout if you want, or it could be some other topic. Like for example, you could say, okay, well, I got the healing, so I'm already good with heart burnout for the moment. I feel more uplifted, but I want to be motivated to exercise, or which motivation is heart chakra. I want to be motivated to exercise, or I want to, what else is a real popular one? Well, I want to be able to study. I want to be able to be motivated to do my homework. So what energy blocks, are blocking me from being able to focus on my homework and to want to do my homework, or for adults, to want to do, maybe like cooking, if you really don't like cooking, but you have to cook all the time, every meal, just look for energy blocks that are in the way of you cooking. But anyway, stay on track, Janet. So we did heart burnout, right? So look for more heart burnout. So what energy blocks, just find some energy blocks that are healthy and gentle to clear that are creating heart burnout for you. So for me, this time it's in that lower section, the subconscious mind section. And it just looks like black rocks, but lots of them, like, maybe 100 little ones. So I'm just going to bring up blue earth energy with my intention from the center of the earth and the blue, and I'm just going to soak all those little black rocks in the blue earth energy and gold light from my hand chakras and my fingertip chakras. I'm just going to wash through them with the gold light. And as they melt, I'm just going to, for fun, intuit. So present or past life, because as you're intuiting, just do A or B, if you want. You don't have to know though. Present life for me, teenage years for me, some kind of high school drama. Get rid of that. Man, high school. So I'm 47 right now. I'm almost 48. So that was, 30 years ago. Some of the kids are like, wow, she's old. Anyway, gold light, just wash that out. Gold light, blue earth energy, gold light. There we go. All gone. Yay. I do feel more positive. I feel more playful. It's good. Yay. All right, so we're just going to do one more, okay? Because it's supposed to be a sample size walkthrough, and then you can just re-listen to it if you want and do more. Or do more without the walkthrough. But some people like walkthroughs, which is okay. Okay, so again, you're just going to imagine your deep thought healing areas out in front of you, 8th chakra, conscious mind, subconscious mind. And look for anything either in this little blending surface or this blending surface, because you want them to be able to flow, right? Because that's how you get deep thought. Deep thought, as I'm defining it, is this sort of mellow wisdom. And you're sort of connected with the internal wisdom of your 8th chakra and also all that you know subconsciously, which is a ton of stuff too. And so you want there to be easy, nice flow, not too much repression, just like a really great flow so that you have all your wisdom and, you're healthy. So anyway, imagine those 3 areas out in front of you, 8th chakra, conscious mind, subconscious mind, and look for anything that is creating, you can do judgment if you want, but I'm going to do another heart burnout one. So just look for so anything that's creating heart burnout. And for me, this one that I'm going to clear is right in this blending surface right here between my 8th chakra and my conscious mind. And so it just looks like 6 black boards. So flat, black, hard pieces of energy. And I'm just going to bring up blue earth energy and soak those boards, those energy blocks that look like boards, in the blue earth energy, which just kind of calms everything down. And then gold light from my hands. And just melt away whatever object that you imagine. And if you have trouble clearing it, just ask your angels. Angels, can you help me clear this? So my boards, I only have 2 left. So I'm just still using the gold light and the blue earth energy. There we go, just 1 left. And there we go. So that's melted. So now the 8th chakra energy flows downward better, which is nice because 8th chakra energy, as I've said, that is from that big gold sun above you, and it just helps you have wisdom and sort of a sense of divine timing and things, you know, like that something's meant to be. It's very calming and wise. Yay. Okay, great. So that was step 6, and we did that a lot in the healing. And then after that, we redid the gold energy aura buffer zones real fast. So if you don't know what they are, just say, angels, can you remake my gold buffer zones? And if you know what they are, you know how to recreate them. It just takes a second. So go ahead and do that. And that just keeps you nice and safe, which is great. What we did again is, because like I said, the angels and the people were like, let's do it again. So we did clear more heart burdens, which I'm not going to walk you through again, but it's just, you know, you imagine a heart burden or 3 heart burdens that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. And you melt them with the gold light, which is really nice. So nice. Because we all need unburdened heart chakras. That makes us all more compassionate. It makes us more motivated. It gives you like a positive outlook. It's really great. Your heart chakra is very useful. It's like that sort of glass half full perspective where you see the upside of everything. Okay, so then we did the final step of the healing, which was an angel healing and blessing, which is often the final step of the healing because, you know, why not? You know, angels are awesome. So go ahead and just ask your angels with your mind. And, you know, it's okay if you can't see your angels. That's kind of irrelevant to this. So they can hear you perfectly. So you just say with your mind, angels, can you please give me a healing and a blessing? And they'll do it. So go ahead, angels, can you please give me a healing and a blessing? All right, I like that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed these walkthrough videos, and I hope you learned. And feel free to, if you like the videos, give them thumbs up. And if you wish to comment below, please feel free. And if you're a participant, particularly, I really would like to see your surveys. They're multiple choice, super quick and easy. And really the first 2 questions are the ones I most care about. I like all the questions, but your name I need, and which is question 1. And then if you feel worse or the same or better and any sort of circumstances going on with you, that's the second question. So thank you very much for sharing with me your feedback, because it helps me to do a better and better and better job healing you for each of these 3 healings. Okie doke. Bye.